People are shocked to discover that you were actually telling the truth. You were not overreacting, and there's a tinge of fear in those who are beginning to realize that, given the circumstances, you were actually underreacting. Off-grid, they can't reach you now, though. They can't switch the role that they already tried to play. They can't rewrite the narrative. They don't have access. Camera footage in reverse, and they can't even really see what it is that you're putting together behind the scenes. There's some kind of wall up that people are starting to realize it's not a good thing to be on the outside of that wall. Male and organized crime in reverse. This entire group was supposed to be able to send in one individual and, if not stop you, then at the very least ruin your credibility. So imagine their frustration when everyone else that they needed to ruin your credibility in front of is now realizing that you were underreacting. And everyone is wondering, because of your pattern recognition, because of your intelligence level, if you underreacted, it was calculated. Sudden absence in reverse. They're waiting for you to reappear like the Kool-Aid man popping into the middle of their family dinner. Except they know that this is going to be a lot more public than that. Ceremonial ranking. Someone tried to use you as a footstool so that they could prop a whole group up. If they could just stop you, take you down, make you have to agree to their terms in some way in order to get something that you would have needed after falling into their trap, then the entire group would have not necessarily all ranked up, but they all would have been solidified in not being shunned. Which now they're very much being shunned because you made it out. Home and safety, you made it out of this particular trap. And now the person who was supposed to be the one locking the whole group into something good is becoming the fall guy because they have no other choice. And they're hoping that you focus solely on this fall guy. Off the record in reverse, on the record, the controller, and abuse. You're not limiting it to the fall guy. And that's what they're looking over their shoulder for, because you know who sent the fall guy in. And you know why. A manufactured crisis, that's exactly why. They tried to, at least, but it didn't work in the way they thought it was going to. And actually, that manufactured crisis that they tried to trap you in is very much at their own front door. Rehearsed response in reverse, and they don't know what to do about it because that wasn't in the plan. They didn't prearrange what would happen if that was the way that things went, because whoever this individual was, they were a very seasoned, call him a spiritual hit man. Very good at their job. Never has failed before. Was completely humiliated when it came to you. And that's the truth. And now the whole group is realizing that it's not that they sent in the wrong one. They probably sent in the right one. If it was ever going to work. Guilty knowledge in reverse. If it was ever going to work. They sent in the right one. You just weren't the right one to try it with. And this is one situation that I'm sure they would love to buy themselves out of. but that's not going to happen. Plea bargain. Best of luck to him, though, I guess. People are shocked to discover that